We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Cleveland Indians and the Baltimore Orioles. The O's look for their 7th straight victory next. Zach Gallen will be the starter for the O's in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a real solid starting pitcher right here. You take a look at that ERA, anywhere between 3.5 and 4. But I'll tell you what he does know how to do. He knows how to get people out, and he can minimize the damage. He knows how to control the running game. He does a lot of things right. And if he does all those things, expect a real solid performance in this one.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one.
First pitch, 7-0-6.
Strike two. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line hard to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit with 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
So digging in now, Domingo Santana. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special is going to happen this summer.
Runners off for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with a steal, but it didn't work out.
The 1-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet off the wall. The outfielder does a really good job of getting that one in quickly, but I think they had a play there at second base.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, Dan. I got to believe you're busting it out of the box thinking 2 until somebody tells you no. I know it would have been a close play, but I think you got to err on the aggressive side right there.
Box, Jose Ramirez, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. A bouncer up the middle. Oh, and Kendrick leaves his feet, but he can't reel it in. It's a base hit.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
First pitch on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-0.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Santana over at second. Ramirez is over at first with 1 away. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. On the ground to Kendrick. This might be 2. 1 there. Throw to Santana. The double play, and that's how the side is retired. So no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Shane Bieber, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy has a good repertoire of pitches, and he throws also a knuckle curveball. One guy comes to mind, Mike Mussina, former Oriole and Yankee pitcher, had a real good knuckle curve. It's not an easy pitch to learn, and what's more difficult, it's a difficult pitch for umpires to call strikes, and that's why we don't see a lot of pitchers using it today.
Striding into the box, Hanser Alberto. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Fellas, we check out the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
And he chased it in the dirt. Perez corrals it. And the throw is there to record the first out. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. And there's out number 2. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. He's what we call a run producer. Top 5 in the American League in RBIs right now. So obviously he's a big part of this offense, and we'll see what he has in store in this one.
Right-handed power threat Trey Mancini as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First at bat for him here, and he brings with him a season tally of 30 long balls. And he misses with it. 1-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Dero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball. And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here's Miguel Sano as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
He's set. The 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. This year against right-handed pitching, Sano carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. A pause, and the 0-2. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Anthony Rizzo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh, that's out.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
No strike.
2-1 to the Indians' first baseman. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Oscar Mercado waits on deck. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Oscar Mercado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
A 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a fourth.
The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Here's Ryan McMahon now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1. Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Line towards center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So on a full count pitch, he's able to get on base and keep the inning going. So a two-out single there gets him a base runner, and that leads us to check out the team leaders in hitting here in the final month of the season. And we find that these guys are currently third best in the AL in that department. Here's Starlin Castro. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First offering on its way.
Ball one, no strike.
Now the 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
One left for the Tribe. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now Carlos Santana. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard.
This guy's had a super good season up to this point. Kind of on the outside looking in as far as the RBI title goes. Right now, Dero, he's 4th in the league at runs batted in.
You know, it's amazing, Dan. We've chronicled him all season. He's one of those guys, when he strides to the plate, if there's some ducks on the pond, it changes his entire approach at the dish.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Waiting on deck is Howie Kendrick. The 3-1. And he popped him up. Ramirez in foul ground, but this will land untouched. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Here's Howie Kendrick. Couple of hits in 5 trips to the plate for him back on Wednesday. First pitch of the at-bat. The 0-1. Bieber has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Howie Kendrick becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Anthony Santander the next to bat, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. 0-1 delivery.
One ball, one strike.
Popped him up. Castro has a play. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready now for Baltimore, Jorge Alfaro. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First delivery to him on the way. Smoke toward third. To Castro at the bag, and that ends the inning. Orioles leave one. We'll move to the third with no score. Digging in, Roberto Perez, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball. One ball, one strike.
Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 1-2.
Ball, back inside.
Drilled on the ground to short. Alberto has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So it's back to the top of the order now. That'll bring up the switch hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. Here comes the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Third inning, no score to this point. Indian shortstop behind 1-2 in the count. The 1-2. Tapped out in front of home. And there are two away now.
Now batting, the left fielder, Domingo Santana.
Stepping into the box, Domingo Santana, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. The pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. A base hit in his first trip. 1-0. Here it is. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
1-1.
Fastball called strike. 1-2.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The set and the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Now this guy's a grinder, fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
The set and the 2-2, and it's fouled away. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. Hit on the ground out to short. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Indians leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score.
Welcome back. The Orioles are set to hit here in the third inning, and hit is something they've done very well this season. Coming into the day, they are up near the top of the league in home run production, so it's certainly safe to say they're a fun bunch to watch swing the bats. When asked about their success with the long ball, one player told me, "Yeah, home runs are fun and they can change a whole game. So when we get a pitch we can do damage on, you better believe we're looking to launch." Matt, back to you.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Bottom of the third now, and set to go is the switch-hitting outfielder, Stevie Wilkerson. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two and two.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
The 2-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And he fouls this one off. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. He's got it to second for 1. On to Rizzo at first, and they get them both. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. First offering on its way. So far this season, Brantley comes into action carrying a slugging line above 470. Obviously a potent hitter looking to do some damage right here. 2-0 to Brantley. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Brantley is hitting just over the benchmark 300 plateau. Source of pride for him, I'm sure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings. Digging in for his second at-bat, Trey Mancini. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
And he begins the at-bat with a knuckle curve looked at for strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. There goes Brantley. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. New inning set to get underway, and standing in the outfielder, Franmil Reyes.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Hard hit to first. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
Hello?
Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rizzo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. In the air out toward right field. Santander waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 35, Oscar Mercado.
Now at the plate, Oscar Mercado. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Pitch on the way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. So here's the cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Here's Carlos Santana now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Santana carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. And he takes a called strike 1. So far on the year, Santana begins play with a slugging percentage north of .525. Certainly a line he can take pride in. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Fouled off. Fouled away. Now another 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off.
6 fouls in a row. This is turning into one of those epic at-bats. Who's going to blink first? Is the pitcher going to continue to attack the zone, or is the hitter going to come outside it?
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that. Count.
Foul. They've locked horns. Here's the next offering. And this one misses to Santana, and he'll take that free pass down to first. Stepping in, Howie Kendrick. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Standing in now, Anthony Santander. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Fouled away. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. Into the flag court and gone. Jorge Alfaro stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
2 out, nobody on. And the 29th pitch of the inning is swung on and missed, and that'll finally end it. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with manager Terry Francona during the break about his thoughts on the Indians' hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And Ryan McMahon digs into bat next.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. And this is swung on and hit on the ground for Kendrick at second. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Second baseman, Castro.
So here's Starlin Castro. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's cold.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
No runs, 5 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Fly ball out toward left center field. Brantley is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Roberto Perez.
So striding in, Roberto Perez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. Looking at his career totals, Perez is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Popped up. Alfaro is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in the switch hitter, Stevie Wilkerson. He reached on a single in his first try.
The center fielder, Stevie
And the pitch. Ball 1. The 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Mercado is right there, 1 down. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Hanser Alberto. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run, but he doesn't have a chance. It's over his head. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball. Extending his arms very well. Was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here's Michael Brantley. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Heading out towards shallow right. Reyes in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Ready for another shot now. Trey Mancini 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. First pitch of the at-bat. The 1-0. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Now the payoff pitch home. There's ball 4.
Perfect.
Now batting, the third baseman, Miguel.
2 men on, 2 out, and the next to bat will be the big third baseman, Miguel Sano. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Looking up is the center fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. Home run number 52 for him thus far, as the Orioles have opened things up now 5-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
In now, Carlos Santana. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. That evens it up 1-1. The pitch. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Strike 2 taken, a fastball that clips the inside black. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Another good inning for the O's. Fans like it too. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So the Indians lineup flips over, and to the plate, Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The left fielder, number 24, Domingo Santana.
Ready now, Domingo Santana. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 13 is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Into the box now, Jose
Ryan.
Ramirez. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another
Let's go.
1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch.
Message
It'll be
station, and
interesting
they
to
said
see
it's
how
coming
long
when
he
you
can
come.
keep this dominance up.
I know, they don't read me. Ik heb hem wel.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch is popped up. And Santana will put the squeeze on this one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Nick Whitgren enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High in the air out towards shallow right.
Fly.
Reyes is in a few steps as he takes it
He's
for the
on.
first out. At the plate, Anthony Santander. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First offering on its way. Now the 1-0. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The 2-0 on the way. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Fastball too low, and that's ball 4. Digging in once again, Jorge Alfaro. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him, and he fouls this one off. checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Runner at first here, one man out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Ready on 1 and 2. Runners on the move for second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. 7th inning ready to roll, and digging in now, Franmil Reyes.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch on its way. 0-1 the count. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball one.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
The 1-1 home. Popped him up. Alfaro over to his left. Makes the play, 1 away.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
They haven't had much luck so far tonight, so they'll definitely take that extra base hit. It only takes one, so maybe they can string together a few and get back into this thing.
At the plate now, Oscar Mercado, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
So now to the plate, Ryan McMahon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Right side, but it's well foul. Working on hanging another 0, the pitch. 2 out here and a runner at second. Full count, 3-2 to the Indians DH.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Here's the payoff pitch. Full count still. The 3-2 one more time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Brantley is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Tribe. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit.
Gracias.
Last half of the seventh here, and coming forward is the switch-hitting outfielder, Stevie Wilkerson. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup. And a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
And he falls behind 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Ready for another chance? Hanser Alberto. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. And this one's taken low. A bouncer to the left side. Scooped up. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Brantley. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Runners on first with one down. And he lays off for ball one.
Could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Popped him up. Castro moving to his left. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. At the plate, Trey Mancini. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. From the stretch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Orioles lead 1 as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Ready to begin the 8th, and set to go is the second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Rowan Wick will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year.
Orioles, number 50.
Here comes the first pitch.
Hey.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. This one's down to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter, and he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Into the box now, Roberto Perez.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1. Hit out toward second. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Standing in, Domingo Santana, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Hit on the ground out to short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The throw home, and he is out on the tag.
He's trying his hardest to help his guys get back in the game, but this time he had no shot. Applaud the hustle, but the decision was a costly one.
At the plate, Jose Ramirez. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball well outside.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. 2 men are on with 2 men out. 3-0 now.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here as a pitcher. You have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here and give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
So stepping in, Franmil Reyes. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
The 0-1 on its way. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one as they pull within 1 here. It's now a 5-4 game.
Oh, man, when he got the second out, I thought he might come out of this unscathed. But after that towering grand slam, he's about as scathed as you can get. Is that a word? Who cares? It is now.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Stepping in now, Anthony Rizzo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
Four runs here in this half inning. Fouled off. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. But it'll come a little late as the Indians put up 4 thanks to the grand slam. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Orioles 5 and the Indians 4. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
2 balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Fouled away. Now the 2-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Standing in now, Carlos Santana, as he'll take a look at ball 1. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Now the 2-0 is in there for strike 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Stepping up now, Howie Kendrick. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Zips it to Castro for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out. Digging in, Anthony Santander. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. First offering on its way.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
And it's fouled away. Here's the 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And he fouls this one off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Emmanuel Clase is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Jorge Alfaro will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Lindor has a play. Makes the play, and there are two gone now.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Now to the plate, Stevie Wilkerson. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and two out in the inning. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. Two out, bases loaded. Just missing here, 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball three.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
Bases are loaded here, two down. Fouled off. Into right field, that's a base hit. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Into the box, Hanser Alberto, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here comes the 1-0. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. The 1-1.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full. Michael Brantley would be next if they can keep this inning alive. He's set, and the payoff pitch. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got...
Digging in, Michael Brantley. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes is there now as he makes the catch, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as the side is retired. So they wind up with 2 in the inning, but it could have been a lot worse as they leave the bases loaded. We've played 8 full. It's the Orioles 7 and the Indians 4. Giovanni Gallegos comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 27, Giovanni.
Now at the plate, Oscar Mercado 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
High in the air out to center field. Number 13 is there, and he has it for the out. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the 9th as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Striding in for the Indians, Ryan McMahon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. 1 out, nobody on. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Ryan McMahon. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. And that's in there, base hit.
Well, that was an obvious mistake. Caught too much of the plate right there with 2 strikes on the batter. Nice execution from his part.
To the plate now, Starlin Castro, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 on its way. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
At the plate, Roberto Perez, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Now the 0-1. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher. 2 out with the man at first. Last strike now for Cleveland. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. beaten into the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Baltimore Orioles took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Zach Gallen earns his 8th victory of the season. Giovanni Gallegos records the save, his 48th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Final 1-3.